よいしょ。おい、始まってねえやんけ。あ、いや、始まるまで。てか。HDTV。ミラージュアヌビスラスト2。いや、出た。ああ。プレイリスト見られた。まあいいや。ちょっと待って。BGM 止める一回。
Fading very shortly, Alistair. Caught in a spam and Liaz is way too low. Surely, but they all jump in at him, and he still never knew the op was up on the boost. He's got the third. Liaz closes it out in style.
Well, will there be a massacre in Con? That's going to be easy from Albs. Can't get the second. Maka grabs one back, but Nico on the P250 has made what we already thought was a certainty even closer. A smoke in play, a kit as well. Careful. It's close to the bomb. He's tapped it, particularly he's sitting the defuse. The knife's come out. And, well, he might get a stick. There's time for this. There's time for this. He can pull this off in the smoke, the defuse, the pistol round for 3D Max.
That's unreal.
I spoke too soon.
That's a luxury to have in this round, isn't it? Molly for the retake, and oh, Joko. Another shot. This is the defuse being stuck by Stanislaw, though he's holding on for 10 seconds. No time. And he comes back and hits the headshot, but it's all about the time. Is there enough over here for Stanislaw? What a godly pistol round it was for Stan, but the time will cost him. And I love it from Stan. The shots he's landing, but just wasn't enough to get the job done. What a recovery from Joko in particular. What a start.
Ooh, beautiful bowling. Bit of spin on that one. Rez gets a second before falling, and now it's up to Nertzy, as you call him here in Europe, to 1v2.
Nice.
マジで
One of the highlights for sure. Now, Nerds,
なんかモンストってさ、月曜日メンテやるよな。まあいいけど。ああ、いい時間通り始まんねえし。え？誰もいねえやん。
Under a lot of pressure now, he'll dive down as that fire base of looking at him, flashes up, Brolin gets a double, and he spots out Slimy, who does so well to get back into his jungle. He's actually into a 1v1 fight.
てか多分ルさんモンストやめた可能性あるよ。まだ始まんねえな。
A lot of time for him to work with to win this one. He's gone all the way back to spawn, but he's about to meet Torsey in a head-on fight.
多分な。
Torsey's got the read, and soon he'll hear the steps. And Slimy, it's a great attempt, but oh, and he's dead.
うー強っ。
And that is so sick from Slimy.
わからん。
What a way to make your mark in your
リアル重視にするんじゃねえの。わからんけど。まあまあ本人に聞いた方が一番早いけど。たまに配信来るけど、今日は多分いねえよな。始まった。あ、こんにちは、ストも。今日は雑談です。雑談ですって言いながら未来やる俺な。てか久々に配信来たな。久々に配信で見たわ。いちごさんはいちごさんいないですか今日。And neither team wants to be in that position. VP taking a slow approach as you would expect in a pistol round.
Falcons currently on a 5-game losing streak, Jay. The last time they won a game was against Atox, and now you've got to face off against VP. This is going to be a tough one for them. I know there's a lot of head-to-heads, and I know there's history between the two teams. 寝てる？なんか、なんなんだなんか夜中の3時頃昨日来たんすよ。いや、ペアやろ。ペアだろ。ワンチャンパートナー。っていうかさ、昨日さ、いちごさん配信来てたけど、夜中3時に起きたって。何時に寝てんだ。 That punchdown advantage is quickly regained by the Virtus Pro side. Snappy, well known about as well, making tons of noise with that knockdown. Good shot on Jane. Not a great adjustment towards Flit, and Norbert's there to adjustment towards Magic's all the same. So, it's the win. Well done from Fame. Falcons have got the idea in what is the pre-retake of putting a lot of pressure on, trying to fight down from stairs, get players dropping into Savage, and without Fame's multi-frag, you might have to be struggling to get the bomb down, maybe they have to
まあリアルはね、大事にした方がいいよ。彼女できたっすかベニーロさん。
ゲンさん、昨日9時くらいに寝て3時くらいに起きたんじゃない？
すげえな。俺は寝れるけどね。
全部赤点でした。
全部赤点？いや、素晴らしいね。全部赤点でも、強化全部合わせて100点ならそれでいいんだよ。これね、木中の方が、木中結構どころじゃねえよ。結構どころではねえよ。かなりえぐいよ。あれ、木中有利だったっけ？忘れたわ。
As you would expect, the VP Vi is going to overwhelm Falcons. The last 3 players will save their guns because they're more valuable to them in the eco.
あるだ
I
ろ
actually want to ask you, Jay, which team do you think has been more disappointing in recent history? Because I kind of look at VP, and yes, on paper their roster should be.
う。みんな彼女できた？ちゃんとね、彼女できたら、エスペランサね、宣伝してチャンネル登録やってもらうんだぞ。そうすれば、チャンネル登録増えるから。募集ないんかい。できた。おい、チャンネル登録、おい、宣伝しろよ。このエスペランサを。
2-1 90, a local team in a Brazilian event. They then 2-0 Australis and then 2-0 Mongols to get into the playoffs where what? They lose to Navi who wins the tournament. So I look at VP recently and I can't be disappointed by their
ファル
results.
コンズ倍微妙だな。
I think 15 on the Valve VRS rankings at the moment. So they're obviously doing something well enough in recent competitions to sort of stay within those high echelons of what they would define like the border between tier 1 and tier 2 in that particular regard. So it's
俺の最近はね、できてないよ。
in terms of today, VP's collapse is very concerning, but I think that in the last 3 months, Falcons' general line of form is something that needs to get turned around. Maybe Thunderpick could be the event in which
続いてるってどういうことや。連絡はたまに取ってるけど。たまに生存確認で連絡来るよ、あいつに。ナイスグレ。なわけないやろ。
Magiska's trying to try and put the 5-7 at the edge of the smoke, catch Fame off guard. No, Fame's Mac 10 is going to see him first. Get the opening advantage, attempting to be some sort of threat for Falcons, but
うん。あいつから連絡来るから。俺は適当に返すけど。
Shouldn't be doing much in terms of forcing out the round itself. They will get the 1 Mac 10 to full, but should be no more than that.
You've got a couple of lurkers in from mid, but that bomb's diving out of the apartments now. Snappy needs help on rotations. Dupree is here, but the problem is he's low HP on that MP9. At least Snappy gets one on the bomb.
30秒。時間的に B だ。
Snappy's hands here doesn't do much more with it. Jane regains the even stance. 3-on-3 electronics on site. Jane taking a scout shot from Simple. Fire on 100 HP for the CT side. The awkward sprays of electronic only coming up good on against Madden. Dupree very fast on the turnaround. Simple now on site gets that shot on flip. Jamie is extremely low.
うー、ナイス。
Easily hit this shot, but he just waits and baits for Dupree to take the peak. The Falcons steal their first round.
もっといい女いるだろう。もっといい女紹介しろよ、俺に。
You have a lot of time stalling coming out on B. 5-7 at close range out there.
てか別にいらなくね。俺この別にいらなくねえか。俺は基本いらねえけどな。いや、ここベンチいたのでかいね。いや、強っ。
No early kills for either side, but 2 players that may be negated if this one goes on. Incendiary doesn't quite get all the way towards flip. Madden can dish out some wallbang damage, and the HEs will chip away even more, but he's still stuck at the 52 and still alive.
おい、広告出すんじゃねえ。
Wanted to try and play around that, but instead gets spammed and HE'd, so probably better to smoke it off. VP have got a couple of players working in from underpass. Might
で、俺の配信に女いねえからな。
look into that sniper's nest area and put pressure on. Falcons know that follow-up is going to be key, and with Simple's impact with the scout in the last round, let's see what he can now do on the NVP.
His weapon of choice.
俺入れて5人いたらいいよ。
His second series on the Falcons roster.
あと2人。
We can get an idea of maybe where his strengths lie in the map pool. In that previous series, he was able to play what? Anubis, play Nuke.
3人とか少な。あと2人いたらやってもいいぞ。さあ、シンプル。ああ。ああ。
shot getting so close to Norba, but
あ
that secondary kill.
あ
She finds Simple and triple up on Martin. Swing for the Contra. Not quite see where Snappy is. He's bought enough breathing room for the bomb.
コメントで
For really no more threats to come through from the Falcons side. They've already got a player saving. Snappy will look around for the exit.
ソンプルになってるわ。
A really good punishment for Norbert. You could feel that Simple was struggling on that B bomb side to fight against the apartment's player.
あ、どうもこんにちは。
ガチ実況ガチおもろい。ベニーロあったら胸さん。今日も学校だからもう寝ないとやばい。
いや、寝ない、逆に寝ない方がいいですよ。ガチ実況ってないそれ。どうもこんにちは。寝ない方がいいですよ。
Electronic versus Simple. Why have we not talked about this?
It's a key rivalry actually. Like you are correct.
4人になった。
あと2人な。やっぱあと6人。6人必要だな。
Electronic has been active since their time together.
うまっ。
えぐいって。
On that B defensive, easy pickings.
ベニーロあったら胸さん。
学校楽しいですか？ベニーロさんは。
VP have a lot of players towards top mid, but not as aggressive as they were in the last round. Remember when Flit got out towards those top mid boxes, and that's when he was getting bombarded with the utils. So just slowing the round down, not getting into the position straight away. And for VP,
どうもこんばんは。
I mean,
今日もいい
yes, they're
天
a
気。
team that like to run the clock and slow play it, but if they consistently are winning gun rounds on this T side, Jay, it
ベ
doesn't
ニー
bother
ロあっ
me.
たら胸さん。クソ楽しいです。
いいね。青春ってそんなもんよ。青春はね、楽しんだ方がいい。この AK1 万ぐらいしますよ。このスキン。
ゲンさん。はい。一ゲーム。
いや、ベニールさん寝るから。
Got a lot of Falcons players to A at the moment. One in con that had a bit of an info search towards A main. Very defensive, snappy out on B with a rotator to come through from Simple. Now they don't have a huge amount of util between them. The best that they can hope for, if it is App's contact, is to drop that incendiary.
Puts it there at the 30-second marker, so that stalls things out for VP. They can still go for the execution, but the very last second one, they dive out the window. Norman's going to get picked up. Snappy cannot hold on forever. Fame and Flit have traded back, but Simple still in the back of the site. As Fame gets picked up, they're down on a 3 versus 2 for Falcons. 2 more CTs are also on the way. They've got to
そんなモンストやってんのか。
get it down very soon. Simple challenging, Vins a fight onto Flit as a double for the man.
おい、シンプルアサルトの方が強えぞ。
Rifle there, so
学校でもモンストやってんのすげえな。
Just to stall for enough time. I thought the entries looked pretty good there for VP. Trading out Snappy, getting a kill from one of the short players coming up on the bomb site, but just not quite capitalizing on that very last player. And another thing to kind of mention is how long it's been since
てか A さん卒業できるんですか？多分 A さんなかなか大変そうな感じがするけど、どうなんですかね。ゲンっていうやつは働いてんのか今。
might be one thing the Falcons will a hurdle they'll have to overcome as future ensues. Those little intricacies of how you communicate. Simple. Back on the AWP for this round, Stellar 3K in the previous, but it was with an M4. Big green gun on his part, set towards the back of CT spawn over on the A site. VP are happy to play slow.
えさん、ニートに励まされるとは思わなんだ。
それは言えてるよな。俺もそれ思った。
働いてる。
本当かよ。どこで働いてんだよ。職業なんすか？
ベニーロあったら胸さん、スマホが使える高校でよかったです。
いいね。それ高校によるもんな。学校によるもんからな。おお、うまい。公務員、本当かよ。
Flitz now left on 35 HP in mid, caught out away from the bomb. Without any chance to win the round, Falcons are going to even the board.
本当かよ。
Well, it actually looked as if he was going to get capitalized upon again. Missed shot out there from triple. The spam came up and probably a couple more bullets away through that triple box from falling.
おやす
And
みな
he's
さ
in
い
a position where you
はい
can't really fall back from CT.
はい、お疲れさん。
You need to keep fighting. You need to have that pedigree.
また来週。
And look for more damage. And he's actually come away with a mental couple of kills.
Trade to the old goat.
ゲン
The
さん
Falcons are key
さすがに
piece
寝
to
ない
enable
方
them
が
to
い
now
いで
look
す
for
よ
the lead. Economy's not great on Virtus Pro. They haven't been able to build it up as steadily as they would have hoped.
I'm going to ask you, Jay, do you think it's important that Simple shows a lot of his
ハンド
top form in the opening few
Maybe.
officials, or does it not really matter? Is it just get officials under his belt?
I think he will be a difference maker for the Falcons side in general. In terms of the
一応
first few officials, I don't think he's going to hit that
働
top
けい
level
る
of
のに
form. I mean, that
うさ
much
ぎ借り
seems
でき
like
るんで
it's
すね
almost a
わら
given
わら
again. Bring Rust and all.
Not so much.
いや、働いてねえよ、こい
does,
つ。
but I guess expectation, how you look at everything. I mean, it's a tough group. Well, is it a tough group? I don't know. Maybe it isn't a tough group. It's surprising that you're down here in the elimination game, but in my eyes, I don't look at Falcons as being, at least at the start of the group stage, to get out. I'd probably put VP and 3D Max as my
Yeah.
1 and 2 teams. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it is a tough group for them.
I'd agree. I would put VP and 3D Max as our two teams to make it out. I didn't have a lot of faith in OG until today. I wasn't certain about Falcons. I think that even if Simple does perform well, the drag factor of the rest of the squad is still something to consider because they haven't been doing well even without Simple in previous months.
今、目あったな
OG。is the weakest team in this group. A replacement invite from last night with new players coming in, and they cause a huge upset.
あー、
in the
窓
game.
入ったからこれ裏あるな。
VP up for elimination here against the Falcons. And maybe it could have been a case that Falcons are a little bit miffed about that one. Hold on a thought for a second, because Flit's actually inserted against Dupree. He's not ready for him to have aggressed through the murder hole, so this could end up being a flank on the B bomb site that works well, but he's going to opt to cut rotations. The pistol players will work down Snappy. M4 spray does absolutely nothing to them. Finally lines up a couple, but takes a ton of damage. Bomb's being dropped. USP is pulled out. Flit's there against Madden. James going to overwhelm Snappy. 3-on-2 now for Virtus Pro, and Flit's having a round. A triple found. Simple's up now. Needs a simple round. And focused in by all sides there from Market, challenging the pistol of Electronic.
これはきつい。
Retreat back towards spawn.
完全に作戦負け。
Through that hole, gets the kill that he requires, and Falcons are returned to once again.
And that is just a mind-boggling round from Flick.
公務員って何やってんの？
Round itself is, let's see if he can cut a rotate, maybe get into a strong position. And just
何の公務員や？
instead, it turns into actually a winnable round. They get the opening kill out of B, they get the bomb down, and then Flit is just doing damage after damage 4 with the hero AK.
Right, time to call in a tactical pause
嘘に
for
決まっておる。
Falcons.
なんだよ。
Beginning of this game has been anything but
お前どうせコンビニやろ。
Now, something that I was
いや別にコンビニが悪いわけではないけど、お前コンビニやろ。
When tactical pauses were called, we weren't hearing or at least seeing Snappy communicate.
というか、正社員っていうよりバイトやろ、お前。
There is silence from the in-game leader.
it sounds like it looks like Simple was being a bit more vocal there more than anything else.
いや、公務員がいいって言ってもな。そうとは限らねえから
I
な。
wonder what Zonic's input is going to
ゲ
be.
ンさんカラオケバイト
Can't see him
カラオケバイトお前変わった
So maybe it could be a case that he's
カラオケ
in that sixth
たま
perspective.
に出る爆弾発言
Falcons down by one. They've actually been
いや、
hit.
爆弾は抱えるけど、爆弾抱えてるけど、爆発はしないんですよ。 不発で終わるんですよね。爆弾はあるけど。
Simple was the man to try and challenge on that boost to Dupree.
カラオケのバイトっておもろいんすか？
They don't even bother with it. Just back up towards that B bomb site. Flit's allowed full reign of mid.
Flit.
お前アニメ好きだからアニメ系の
Can you actually crack a timing like you did in the last round?
アニメ系って言っても何あるんだろう。
To maybe get into a window room, get out towards jungle. Unfortunately, a little bit of a missed window
自爆
smoke
する
means
だけ
that you'll have to get another one.
うわ、いいグレ。
Pick the util up, and because of it, the HE placement will come in.
Yeah, Magic's good to tag Electronic and Fame to half HP. They caught a little bit of that himself. Electronic eventually will get up on that boost, ready for the looking towards the ladder room window. Magic's going to swing from window itself, and Fame will quickly trade back Flit's casualty. But the HEs continue landing. Fame's been
いや、ちゃんと見てるね。偉い。
Snappy's going to get Electronic, tried that same flank. It's not going to work twice in a row. Falcons have the man advantage. And
けど
now
おもろそうだな、カラオケのバイト。
Hear footsteps from Connector. He's so wary of
実際どうなん
that
カラオケのバイトって。
from James. He utility pulled out. 5-7 fought upon by Norbert is back just sticking outside of the default box. So 3-on-3 ensues. Bombs on.
さあ、時間がない。けど、アウプパレスか。投げ物はスモークがない。ワンチャン。
おもろいっすよ。
うわー。だよね。
酔っ払いと階層で接客だるそう。
酔っ払い。っていうかなんか、単純におもろそう。
原産、受付、注文電話、商品届けるくらい。
まあ大体そんな感じだよな。
Notice how Jame was in Palace, got the kill, backed around from spawn, and rather than Fame giving a dry fight, giving a 1v1 where maybe
今のファルコン勝てないのもったいな。
and then even Fame is not looking to fight against the diffuser. Instead, he's just checking the bomb. Is it
それでバイトって時給いいんか？カラオケバイト時給いいんかな？
You're giving Dupree absolutely no window to win that 1v2.
いい頭もらってんじゃん。早いな、B 早い。いや、早いね。あ、早い。いや、早い。まあまあか。コンビニとどっちが時給いい？やっぱ、バイトの方、あれか。カラオケの方が給料いいか。よくわかったね。そうですよ。これ VP はロシアのチームですよ。こっちはデンマークとかウクライナとかですね。まあ、これウクライナ。この人かなり有名な人ですね。このゲームでは。
ただウクライナとデンマークいますね。
よくわかったね。お、いいんじゃね？いいと思うわ。1500はいいと思う。この人前までウクライナの人なんですけど、シンプルってね。あれどこ行った？シンプルってもともとウクライナの人って言い方おかしいわ。ウクライナの人でもともとロシアとチーム組んでたんですよ。シンプルって。まあいろいろあって政治的な問題とかまあいろいろあって情勢あってシンプルがロシアの人とチーム組みたくないって言ってでチーム変わってんすよねこの人。でここに入ってるわけ。やっぱ夜中いいよね。うん。いや、デュプリ強い。それ燃えないのかやっぱりバンのとこ。うわ、強い。
Master the frag into Fame. It's all on Jame now. 1 versus 3 with the AWP in his hands. Simple still wearing against him, still looking to push the backstab. Magic will cut off short.
あれさ、コンビニの夜中ってどんな感じなん？結構だるかった？夜中のコンビニの方がだるいイメージなんだけど。
女性だけのグループ来たら興奮するんだろ。
女性だけのグループあるにはあるけどあんまないね。行くのかよ。
But on 15 points of health he lives, and James' best bet is to push the AWP away and try and see if he can clutch with the AK.
And Simple would be easy pickings at 15 points of health. Snappy is the concern at jail. Game dive right into that individual. Simple's going to get caught. Look back towards short. Doesn't check jail. Snappy holds the round together for Falcons. So, fourth to their board. 8-4 is now the best case for Virtus Pro. You're right about the pace changing. I honestly thought that Electronic was going to steamroll his way through short, but all took a Dane to melt them down.
なんか
I
な
know that we've got a top
Yes,
four for this
年
tournament,
上
James,
に
to
は
be
あ
at
んま
land.
興奮し
But
ない。
maybe it is a bit of a wake-up call, or perhaps even
年上ってお前何歳や？
these sort of tier 1.5 teams to say,
そもそもお前何歳や？
Playing
年
quite a
上
bit
っ
of
て。
online CS next year, so get ready for it. You might have some tough times. Yeah, you might get upset by 3D Max and OG. Oh wait, that's already happened.
うえ。
It's been a bit of a thing with the tier 1 teams when they come down to the online cups. It oftentimes does actually work against them.
計
Much
算
grander
19
project.
お前の彼女何歳よ？
Falcons and VP. And even the fact that Falcon, oh, sorry, that VP
19より下って少なくねえか？
of this group might mean that the seedings for the playoffs on the online portions actually might see them against one of those top 4 sort of teams.
Yep, very true.
So that opening upset that OG have taken has or at least thrown things off to a certain theoretical capacity.
I look at VP as being one of the very best teams in the comp, up there with Heroic and
計算
Mongols.
同い年。
Certainly true.
なんだおないかよ。
Try and bring that greatness to effect here with the set piece execution towards the A bomb site. The CTs are all out back behind the smokes, blind spraying and hoping for damage. They've output someone to Norbert and Jane, but nothing that will deny the bomb plan. It is a 5v5 on the retake.
A difficult one to get into Falcons if a kill's not presenting quickly. You've got a backstab in from spawn of the
バイトの子か？
and out from CT. It's a kill, but not quite a double R.
I think Fame
Oh.
right there, focusing on Norbert. Fame just peeked back.
いや、うめえ。マジでうめえ。
1 points of health, but he's unaffected by it.
これは
Three to his name.
爆弾解除無理やろ。
Two, but Virtus Pro, the backstab of Dupree, looking for Jane next up, but doesn't line up the full-blown spray. The orb connects. Martin's got to back off and save his gun. He will find Flit on the way out of the round. No more time left on this.
俺も19の女探すか？
VP will have the half at
計算
7-4.
高校一緒
A
だっ
good
た
work
子。
from Fame.
ああ、そういうことか。
Free fight into CT.
俺も19の女探すか。
Straight to the head and a straight bullet that just rains down death, slows that retake in completely. Falcons, maybe it needs to be discussed about Madden's drop-off in recent games, and a lot of people have been quite critical that he hasn't been performing to the same level that we know of.
この後がうまい。これがうまい。
Player on Mirage. He's the highest rated player in the last 3 months and 1.18.
犯罪ではねえだろ。
Maps played,
イーサン
and
に
he's
19
down
は
at
犯罪。
4 kills with one of them just being an exit frag from the last rounds.
犯罪なわけねえだろ。
Max series either. Well, right,
おお。
concern for the opening one of this series. James already been dealt with to start things off. As Madden does actually
う
find
ん。
kills at the bit of the start, but
いや、打ち合いが強い、単純に。単純にエイムがいい。
No issues for the T side. 4 on 2. They've got plenty of time to play against the Falcons.
I'm convinced that anytime Falcons have tried to
その距離そうやって打っても当たんないっすよ。
everything, haven't they?
5発ぐらいで止めないと当たんねえからな。
That's wrong, true. 4 players involved in the kill counts as well, so it's not like they're just running into Electronic or someone like that in the forward face and he's mowing through them all. They're all counteracting everything the Falcons are throwing at them.
And it's surprising because you'd think that there'd be an adaptation of maybe retaking mid in a later portion of the round rather than fighting it for it early. VP looked comfortable in that
Yes,
first half. Yeah, there was a couple of
Ichi game
hiccups in a few
しましょうね。
rounds, but if you're looking at consistency, that was a good showing.
人がいない。なんかドラゴンボールあるんだけど。
8-4 at the turn.
何のアニメこれ？
Virtus Pro making a great T side on their map pick. You mentioned you expected some comfortability out of this. I'm wondering if there's any comfortability for Falcons to return now as they switch to the second half. Not the worst scoreline to bring back, but still not the most
みんな寝たやろ。
comfortable either.
Well, you wonder how threatening they can be in any map if there's best of 3. I look back at that 3D Max series.
ビーラか？ビーラだな。単純に B。あ、ラッシュではないけど B か。
Looking at this 8-4 and I'm thinking probably not going to see much of a showing in the second half.
Well, again, just going back in history, the last map of Mirage was a 13-11, so there's theoretically a chance of Falcons, but they have to put the hard
Ooh.
right now with a pistol win that may be required. Simple will find Norbert to kick off.
Ooh.
Flit has got the trade in, but he's also got Madden in the back to
う
support.
お、頭もらってる2人。
Oh, Kushi's down on all 3 players of Virtus Pro. They now have no choice but to run for it. Save the Kevlar. There's no way you're winning this clutch, and no way you're winning this retake.
The Falcons give themselves
HP20 と16と11。少な。
a positive start here in the second half. Look to prioritize what those gun rounds are going to look like. See if you can be a threat. Opening entries
お、噛み合うよ。
against Norbert
は
and
い。
Flair.
Now the pistols are just hunting them down. And these should be some pretty easy kills for Magisk. Two of them to his name. No survival for anyone on Virtus Pro. Falcons will win the second half
いち
pistol.
ごさん
One that can
限
start
定
to
いう
bring
人
back
に
the
呼ばれて
scoreline
き
to
た
a
のに
much
ど
more
うしてくれ
manageable
るんですか
8-6,
責任取ってください
depending on if VP want to go ahead and
人がいません。
second round.
We saw some very good Mirage performances.
いちごさん今何やってんすか？てかみんな何やってんの今。
After losing to Mongols on Mirage, they answered back by 13-2 against 9Z on the
モ
map.
ンストメンテの時っ
Themselves
て。
into the lower bracket semi where they went up against Astralis, got another 13-9. Didn't get to play it again, unfortunately, for the rest of the group or the playoff game against Na'Vi. We know that they picked basically Dust 2 and Mirage and nothing else, so to get two of those maps in on a best of 3 is a positive outlook.
寝てた。寝てたんか。
いちごさんが来れば1ゲームできると思って。
Give the jewelries
すい
over
ま
to
せん。
Electronic.
いちごさん
Posted up with the
寝て
Kevlar,
ま
of
した。
course, for him. Talk about how deadly those jewelries can be in the pistol rounds. They've got helmets across the
いや、
entire Falcons
1ゲームやるなら今度メンバー呼んでやるか。
you know, damage kills in this round.
ベレッタとか黒呼んでやるか。
そんなに一致させて何の意味があんだ。
わからん。考えが一緒だねって言いたいのか。お前と考え一緒なんて嫌なんだけど。うまい。マジスクうまい。ああ。ナイスカバー？
漫画読んでる。
何の漫画っすか？
They get a third kill and drop one of the AKs. That can make it even better for them. Magiska's got himself the
ちょっと2人死んだの痛すぎるな。俺最近漫画読んでねえんだよな。
VP. Probably unlikely to find any more out of this one. They will just check the bomb site to ensure that no one's going to try anything special. This will be number 6 for Falcons as expected.
ああ。2人死んだの痛すぎ。金ないって。漫画あれっすか？ A さんとかって漫画ってあれっすか？紙ですか？それともネットのあれ？電子的なやつ？てか電子的なやつで読んでんのかなみんな今の人ってわからんけど。ダークギャザリング。ほう。なるほどね。まあ電子の方が場所取らないっていうのもあるけどどうなんですかね。
Into the back corners, 2 AKs potentially to move up here. Smoke start coming down, so they're indicating an early execution. The bomb's out there as well. Jane has been tagged up on the first.
カバンが遅い。
Holds his nerve on the site. It's simple. Is picked up. Advantage for Virtus Pro.
電子じゃ6万が見れないんで紙っすね。
ああ、やっぱ紙か。
Down here at the van position, that incendiary is never going to land there towards the back of the bench. Electronic caught off. Dupree turns it into a
おい。
and Snappy takes Jane back through the smoke.
俺も紙かな。
Can get planted here, and you can see VP are already saving.
Magis is in a perfect position to cut rotations. Now,
自分は紙の漫画集めるのが好
works
き。
out at the end. They can opt for the 3v3 save.
いいんじゃね？
After losing that opening duel, it seems unlikely that they're going to promote too much more
いろいろ
success
た
for the
く
rest
さ
of the
ん集
round.
めるのが
But
好
it was
きなん
that
ですよ
scale
ね。
and that just walk around the bench, not being pre-aimed by
漫画好き
electronic.
そうやな。まあ俺も嫌い、俺漫画嫌いではないけど、そんな漫画読まねえからな。アニメもあんま見ねえしな。
Definitely.
The decision was made. They do find success with it, and that's positives, of course, for Falcons. Another 7 on the board, only within 1 of VP. And very characteristic that even in the 3-on-3, they go for the save. It was called so early. They don't have kits either for them, so.
漫画で学べることとかってあんのかな？あんま漫画見ねえからわかんねえけど、漫画で学ぶっていうか、漫画で、まあ学ぶか。学んでいくこととかってあんのかな？
Falcons would love to be able to get a bit of an upset on Mirage because it's been a map that's weak in the pool as of late. 3 losses in a row for them. They've only got 3 wins and 6 losses in the last 3 months on HLTV, giving it one of the weakest map win percentages out of any map in the pool for them.
いや、前詰めてる。
In for Flit. Snappy has just been mowed right through. 4 points of health for the man, so it's not the most cleanest of fights for VP's early game. Simple now looking his way out towards the A-bomb site.
Simple.
From Palace, he engages 1 and 2 players. James just trying to make sure he doesn't really open the bomb site up, but Magic is there with extra support, so VP holding back, protecting the man advantage above all else. Falcons will look to try and commit. They've left that bomb in mid though.
A 挟みや
Gonna
ね。
have to go back for it, but they want to try and capitalize on this space, and they want to put pressure on the jungle.
Electronic fights on the pre
もったいな。バチクソもったいな。
So now they're down to 2 players on Falcons. Still no trades to gain here. Magic even baited. Simple's known towards
買っ
Palace.
て初めて違法サイトで無料で見れるのにたまな分ですよ。
なるほどね。そんなサイトまだあんの？なんだか村ってあってる。漫画村だっけ？漫画村みたいなのあんの？ういや、シンプル。
Everything falls apart. Simple can look for a couple of exits to make the round expensive, but Virtus Pro are going to be up to 9.
俺は見ないけど、そういうの。
桜漫画。
桜漫画、いや、分かってんのかよ、お前。てか、まだそういうのあんの？そういうサイト。まだそういうサイトあんの？
見たことないけどあるらしい。
やば。
高校の授業時間によく見てた。
やべえやついるんだけど。
Some overfighting there for VP unnecessarily, and it does hurt their economy towards the tail end of the round. Would have been lovely to hold on to mass AKs, 4 alive, start building up that bank on the CT side to give yourself a round streak. And not to be slightly expensive. The Falcons, though, you'd have to say, as soon as the next rifle round
ゲンちゃん
comes
と
in,
エ
not
さ
the
ん
best
人
to
気投
follow up
票何
either.
が出ました。
タクティカルポーズってことはなんだ？あれか？機材の問題か？
I want to ask you in a time period, Jay, how long can we give this Falcons roster to say, right, results are necessary? Is it end of the year? Is it moving into next year? How do you judge it?
Well, the problem is that obviously there's a lot of rumors around Falcons and their future and who's going to be joining them in the near future. So it's hard to say for this particular roster. It might not even stick around past the new year. I don't want to put any major expectations on them when they could very quickly change.
マサムネファンドラミラク。
あ、頭痛くなってきた。
It is true. Well, for now, Flash missed out for fame. Peeks in anyway to Madden's part. James can trade it, so keeps control for the time being. Have to back off soon enough because he knows there's a major threat there around Madden with the initial kill.
ゲンさん、イーさんは清楚。
4v4 for Falcons to slow it down.
VP have actually done well because that could have very much
あ
hurt
あ、
them.
俺何当たったかわかんねえ。
エさん、
Now, Simple
モ
gets
ン
a
ストの
slight
話を
timing
す
on
る
Norbert
と
aggressing
頭
out
が
to the
痛くなる
apartment.
病気
There's
です。
no
ああ、
reason
正解。
that Norbert can back off. He's not being swung upon. He's not asking
正
for too
解。
much more resources in terms of rotations. Falcons have got all of this space towards mid and pretty
頭
much
痛が痛い。
free. No one in con, no one short, no one window room here.
おえ。
Graves of Madden going to get electronic in the end. Flit challenged heavily, still turns back on Snappy. Simple continues to make his way up, looking towards that bomb site where the last player of the defensive.
と言っても話題がないよな。
Players back behind B. James considering to find rotation position.
話題がないです。
But not going to commit fully towards that A bomb site. 35 seconds and Falcons also have that bomb on short, so they can try and commit here.
Simple's just distracting to A. Just that single flash to force a bit of an over-rotate. Now, James is not really leaving. He's actually just holding the murder hole by the looks of it deep in marker.
Think you might have heard footsteps. They're coming in now. Molotov's flashes sent in. So now 2 players hold the defensive line.
うわ、強。おい、タイミング。
Jane gets caught looking the wrong way at the wrong time. Simple finds him, and Falcons find 8.
It's a very long time since we've seen a pure impact round come through from Martin, but he was the one to work the kills towards.
てか、一回みんなで VC やりてんだけど。
And also get that entry that helps.
俺はもういちごさんの声は聞いたんだ。
話できねえ。わらわらイーさんに毒。
いちごさんの声は聞いたけどな。
エさん、メイレンって選手はどこの国っすか？画質の関係でよく見えない。
俺もわかんねえな。どこだろこれ。調べるか。プロフィール。
Back down by 1 against VP.
ゲンさん、僕もイーさんの声聞きましたよ。
バルカン半島だって。
One more to make up against the opposition. The buy state didn't have a lot of savings available to them. I don't imagine VP are going to have a massive amount here outside of the save weapon. You are pretty much correct about this, at least given the idea that Falcons can turn this into an even stance. The AK of Flit indeed will be mostly unsupported.
モロッコかな。
Your OG are really hoping that you can push for that upset against 3D Max because you don't want a rematch against
なんだこれ。モンテネグロっていう。
Either way that it goes, you have to be prioritizing the victory for first seed in
和
the
平
group.
きれいな国だな。
人口なんぼなんだろう。小さな国。人口62万人？少なくね？
HEs against some VP, more damage potential in that utility base. Flits AK.
綺麗な国だな。お前らの心と違って綺麗なんだよな。
Happy gets that open up. Just a slight timing as he works one of those A kills from Fame. They still don't know exactly where the hero rifle is though.
I'm not going to give it away just yet either. Flit's hoping to isolate one player in mid. He may well get his wish. Admin Simple going to keep together. Quick mode down from Flit, nice and easy, simple. Also gets found by Electronic, and now he's got to back away. Can't get to that rifle though, and the T's know that he's in a corner basically. All he can do is peek in, hope for another headshot. Snappy doesn't quite give it up to him.
強っ。
Teammates coming in from the back lines. James actually goes undetected until the very last moment. Norbert doing damage as well, but
あ
not
と、
quite enough. 2 versus 2. Magic into 3, hold it all together, and Falcons will finally get back within evens of VP.
Yeah, we only got a bit of a split-second POV from Norbert in Spawn, but that looked like a whiff, didn't it? That looked as if that should have been at least one kill to either the close triple player or the second player that was slightly further back at default. Could that have been a missed opportunity? Could that have been one kill and a round still there for VP?
It's quite possible. They've done damage to Falcons, so for a hero rifle setup, the economy state to get knocked down to a reset at this stage would be everything to Virtus Pro, so...
みんなモンスト配信やってる人って何やってんの？そもそもやってねえか。モンストメインで配信やってる人ってこういう日ってもう配信やめて寝てんのかな？
日本人選手はいないのか。
いないっすね。サッカーで例えたら、サッカーで例えたらヨーロッパがティア1で、サッカーで例えるって変だな。ティア1とかティア2って言い方なんですけども、まあ、EU と、まあ、EU がティア1で、NA とか、まあ、北アメリカとか南アメリカはティア2ぐらいで、いや、ティア2って 1.5 ぐらいはあるけど、まあ、1.5 とかティア2ぐらいで、アジアが、モンゴル以外がティア3ぐらい。そんぐらい差がある。まあだから今、全然、アジアはね、モンゴルはね、強いんですよ。世界ランキング13位とか、13位だったっけ？これモンゴルの13位やね。このチームだけかな、アジアで強いの。全然アジア系はそんなに強くない。てか日本人はね、プロがいるようでいない。セミプロぐらいな感じだと思う。
One round the difference, and the buyback from Falcons looks okay. Doesn't look fantastic. You've got a Tech 9 down for Madden, a Galil out, and a lack of util across the board.
This might get a bit messy.
エーペックスとかは日本人強いよね。まあ EU やってないからな。
どのゲームも L が最強だよな。
EU 強いね。
Pixels only just barely available. The smoke fades. Oh, James unscoped and couldn't get to pre there.
マジで EU が強い。フランスも強いし、スウェーデンも強い。で、まあ、デンマークもロシアもみんな強いね。
Electronics backing away. Norbert still holds the corner play. Nades up. Flash coming in. Norbert's had away from it. Second one comes.
FB 食らってないんすよ。全然眩しくない。
Simple, however, will drop with the bomb. And Dupree, well known about Electronics, will just get that quick burst of the headshots. And that is VP with everything that they wanted. The second stage of lost bonus for Falcons. No money left in the tank, so that point is certainly calling for the favorites.
And if anyone would ask me, Jay, how important is
全然 FB 食らってない。
I'd say watch this round and find out. That is a great turn from Norbert, but then to just
普通に強え。
and because he's protected by the wall, he can give himself a fight and still not get blind. That's pure perfection, isn't it?
Yeah, what a man.
なんかね、もう最近 FPS やってるんですけども、モンストやってない時ね、基本 FPS やってるんですけどもね、このゲームやってるとね、他のことどうでもよくなる。よくないけど。ゲームやって飯食ってもういいんじゃねえかっていうレベルになるわ。
But what about Madden on 9 kills? What about Magus on 8? Snappy on 12? Dupree on 10? Who's going to be that backup dancer?
And this is what I was saying earlier as well. Even if Simple does perform, I was worried about drag factor for the other players on the Falcons side. Certainly been the case. Our stars have not shone. No one's shining here in this round. Falcons now got 3 in a row.
左利き多いな。
12 to 9. VP locking in map points.
これ何のアニメこれ？てかアニメなんあれ。マッチポイントっすね。
アニオタの原産に当ててもらいましょう。
ほんとそれな。
Dead out of time to make this map work. They are going to need to turn it all back. Again, 3
このゲーム13本取れば勝ちなんですよ。今9の12なんで、マッチポイントっすね。うん、12なんで、VP が12なんで。強いね。いや、抜けてんだよな、僕。グッドゲーム。GG。
To close out the map up and start things off in the best of 3 with a win on Mirage. 13-9. Good stuff for the map pick.
And it's exactly what they needed. Now, there's no denying, Jay, that there were moments that we thought maybe there could have been a map victory for Falcons, but look at the way they closed. Those were some strong rounds in the end from VP.
Indeed they were, you know, and that confidence really is kind of the difference maker between these two sides. Ultimately, Virtus Pro has been, as you mentioned before, doing good stuff in the Tier 1 environment, getting great playoff runs towards lands, and as a result, it's put them in a very high placing here in the Thunderpit World Championship, and as a result, I can't be too shocked the fact that they beat out Falcons to start things off here in the series.
Yes, mentioned it from the start of the video, looks pretty good.
一旦休憩時間入ったな。ああ。 俺こんなん見たっけ？これ何これ？俺こんなの見たの？俺パチンコやんねえんだけど。いや、ミラーはまずいよな、これ。おい、2時やんけ、も
えさん、パチカスだな。
う。ほんとよ。桜。
いちご、さん、エイムがお化け、視力どんだけいい。
反射神経いいよね、みんな。
えさん、僕の兄は5万。負けてます、慰めてやってください。
悲しいな。もう負ける方が悪いんすよ。あ、これあれや、ダブオーバーだ。これあれ前っすね。俺がエスペランス、なんで俺これでアカウントやってんだろう。これ、エスペランサの前のアカウントや。ダブルオーバー、WOA チャンネル、ダブオーバーって言ってる。シンポー、デュプリー。
This is their one map. This is the one map where we expect them to be dominant, and they weren't. They were good, overall, especially
強いね。エイムがいいっていうかね、エイムいいのは当たり前なんだけど、反射神経がね、いいっすね。さすがプロ。これアウプはね、リピークするなっつうんだけど、リピークで勝つんだよね。強。あ、おすすめのアニメなんすか、みんな。最近アニメ見てねえな。おすすめのアニメなんすかって聞いといて、多分見ねえけど。多分見ない。
ゲンさん、ナルト。
ナルト見たことない。てか、まだやってんの？まだやってた、そのアニメ。
So for me, it's good to see signs
ちょっ
like
とア
that.
カウント変えるわ。
If you're a Falcons fan, this man right here is an excellent sign. We thought he might be a little rusty, but actually he looked pretty sharp overall. And I think a large reason why Falcons were able to get those 9 rounds on the board is because of the way he played. I think he finished at the top of the scoreboard throughout the entire map.
えさん、
Yeah, no,
もも
exactly.
さん唯一
Simple
見てる
victory
リゼロ
at the end
3期
there.
始ま
18
ったん
kills
で
was
どう
made
す
in
か？
a battle for
あ、それね、ゲンっていうやつに言われた。
Still got it, which is a positive thing.
ゲンっていうやつにね、それ言われた。
I'm not interested to see what the response looks like for Falcons. How are they in terms of the mental resilience of the team? Obviously,
あ、最近俺この人見てます。
right? There's no two ways about it. They've been on a bit of an uncomfortable run of things. The last win they picked up was ATOX, right? Which doesn't really mean
この人ね、V なのか V じゃないのか分かんないけど、この人、この人の配信っていうかたまに動画見てます。と言ってもね、ネタは全く分かんないけど。
But then FaZe as well about their problems and their 3D Max one earlier was maybe egregious in some ways, but I think argued to be slightly
あと9分もあるわ。9分何するか。
Hero
これどこだっけな。
Now Yabby, ready to go. Device cutting Slimy away from connector. Yabby 15-1. Finally traded. ASAP will take him down and he'll continue his fight forward. But a 1v3.
1ゲームいや、人いないっす。
This would be a next level step up from ASAP. Another headshot onto its down. He'll go back again, and this is so sick from ASAP. But the flank, oh bro, he's coming.
おい、てかもう2時やんけ。
And ASAP, he's worried about stairs, and now considers it all.
強っ。
ASAP sits
僕
them
は寝
down
ようと
and
思う
gives
ので寝
Rooster
ようと
their
思います
second
ありがとうござい
round.
ます
ありがとうございます。感謝感激ね。あれ A さん、学校卒業できます？
かたくなに押すよ
卒業できそうっすか、学校。
Searson has shut the door on this round and saved big from devastation, giving time for Hauser to get armed and get booted back towards that B site.
Oh man,
Yes,
it's come
sir.
down to this.
絶
They
対
had
無
a
理
3v1.
いや、俺もなんかきつそうな感じがするんだけど。
Round and Searson to come up clutch. He's done the hard part already. Seems to have a good idea as to where Hauser is coming from. Just
もう一回遊べるドンは嫌だ嫌だ嫌だ
danger.
ワンチャンあるっすよ。てか、A さんあれ就職っすか？それとも
Catches the right
進学？
Searson looks away. Perfectly played. Searson extends play on Virgo.
いちご
Snappy trying to get some
That's
vision around the edge
even
of that smoke off of it.
あれ、いちごさん寝てないっすか今日。
We got a nade out. We got a nade out. That's a freebie.
寝起きとかではないですか？強っ。
Oh, looking for the headshot. He's got it. One more bullet. And Madden's gone. And Cold Sarah, of course, he's going to bet on himself. He doesn't have the bomb. That is the other element of this. So he's going to go for the kill. Doesn't want to risk crossing back over for that C4. But Madden is giving him nothing right now. Deeper into the angle.
何かバイト先から来ないかってずっと言われてる
あー、
Oh, Cold Sarah saying thank you.
ホテルっすか？
Fresh magazine was
ホテルのバイト。
all I needed. That's why you reload the gun for him.
When patience goes wrong, and now that just comes. Okay. What? That's bomb
いち
drop.
ご
Did he get a pixel or did he
寝
just?
たり
was
起き
that
たり
just
寝た
based
り
on
起きた
vibes?
り
That was vibes based.
寝たり起きて、それ体に悪そうだけどな。
Oh, the vibes are impeccable. 8 seconds. I think he's won this
絶
on
対
time.
無
He's
理だ
gonna
わ
have
あ
to
ん
be
な
a
の
swing.
Oh, and
いや、
Yes,
他のことやった方がいい。
ホテルのバイト行ってないの
vibes on the
いや、
first
言ってるんじゃねえの。
but lethality on the next two. Bop, bop, coming through.
They're not gonna know about Yuri. Not gonna expect that patience. Good swing from Dobu. Yami connects. Yuri, now you gotta deliver on all this patience on this slow play. Clutch.
Ooh,
factor
3-on-1.
taken two. Bomb planted for him as well. Yami, no smoke to cover. He's just gonna stick and pray that there's no check, but pulled off of it. The round slips away. Yuri indeed will deliver on the clutch, and it's Furia with 5.
Over the edge of the smoke pack. Stay active.
バイトだから
Anyone run him
言ってんだ
down and Lakes in the
正社
clutch,
員
but
は
where's
無
the
理ゲー
time? They have to run him down. Lie on time. And he's
正社員になったら、おい、
will take the clutch.
来いよって言われそう。
Just as try.
休みの時でも来いって言われそう。
Silence them.
Give me some play by play.
Ooh. CT's still in this? Reckon it's not ready to
ゲ
go
ン
for
さ
the
ん
flash.
そういうこと正社員に来ないか
Three for the game.
って意味か
いやだから就職しないかってことよ。学校終わったら。学校卒業できたら、うちの方に来ねえかってことよ。これおもろい。これ好きだわ、これ。
He's going for the ninja. He can't ninja on this bomb site. You can save on this bomb site itself. Gets the kills. Gets the
Yes, sir.
kills.
いいじゃん安泰で
Nah, no
Has he
time.
got time?
No time.
いや、俺は嫌だ
I
ね。
swear, if Matt just done this. Disgusting! Oh, FlyQuest have let that one go.
Things you hate to
近くね、選手適度。
えさ
ハロー。
安泰なわけなくてさ
安泰なわけねえやろ、ホテルがよ。
That spam from Brenner. It was just spraying and praying.
Yeah, hoping for the reswing. Never
Because
got
there was
it.
no
このさ、
screen, he couldn't really see it.
煽ってるのがおもろい。
人間関係作り直す必要ないし
With the big green.
そういう問題じゃねえんだよ。
Spam it away.
人間関係もあるけど。
It's a sick round. Go off.
このゲームのおもろいのがね、
Number 3. What a beast.
They smashed it.
煽ってるのがおもろいんですよ、敵を。
All right, here we go. Good luck. 30 seconds. Sonic's ahead of the smoke.
逆にカラオケ人間関係どうよ。みんな人間関係どうすか？人間関係うまくいってますかみんな。
Stand into a 1 versus 3, and he's going to be caught out by Donk again. A quad kill from the A to the B bomb site, all over the map. Donk the Rash, he's unavoidable.
We could, oh, that says it all. We could nitpick a little bit, but I don't think it's massively wrongly played by a wild card, really.
ふるさとって帰る場所って思ってたけど。
サトフルでふるさとが来てくれるって。
広告うぜえなクソ。
I do find it odd that Dust 2 didn't.
さん、ホテルで正社員なんなら部署変わると思うし、人間関係またゼロからやる。
悲しいな。ナイスセーブって言うんだよな。
Just gonna hold on for a little bit longer, which will allow Frozen to reposition, bring that extra utility across. He's got that smoke molly and a flash to try and help out the players on site.
That molly's everything. When does he actually get it deployed? It's coming out now. Oh, perfectly timed. Smoke towards the door as well. Gonna flash himself out. Retake is held off for the moment. They come through. One burns. And there's the wide angle, but there's Brokey's op. And Rups hasn't had to do a thing.
ゲンさん、正直ホテルで働くの憧れるけどね。
Oh, my lordy, they won it again. Brokey's shot. Oh, missed.
そうか。いや大変やでホテル。
And now you can just pre-fire turn this corner. Beautiful from FaZe and Rain, paying back Kerrigan's confidence in 15 kills.
潰してやるよその夢。
働くってそういうもんじゃねえからな。強っ。
Standing up over the glass there, letting him know. Magic's kind of floating around over towards the B lane, seeing if that aggression's coming through. And it feels like
逆にどういうとこ叩きてんだか。
If they don't get that lane aggression, or maybe Magix gets a kill, I think then you see them go back B in anticipation that A is finally lent into. And so I think this is a bit of a rough spot for 3D Max to be in.
どういうところ働きてんだ。まあ。いちごさんとかどうすかね。
ちなみにホテルのコップとかお湯を沸かす機械とかは使わない方がいいです。
そうなん。洗ってないとか。
紙コップとか使い捨てのやつは大丈夫。
中身っていうか機械洗ってないとか。
No need for a rotation. It's just the timing was off for NIP because the idea was right. They knew that Heroic were going to try and take some mid-info back. They were opting to do that. It just took them too long to hit this site.
I think the smoke off in cave probably slowed them down. They probably wanted to wait a little longer so that player could activate, but that cost them seconds.
But yeah, Kixon.
ヘロイックやん。
Them a little bit of sass right here. It is. I like it.
Oh, that's very calm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right, I do like it a little bit. It fits him very well.
It does.
Oh, they're trimming his fingertips or his toenails.
デバッグの仕事とかしてみたいな。
あれカラオケやめてやってみたら。モニター地形みんな。
洗ってなくはないですけど、洗った後に拭くものがその部屋に泊まった人が使ったタオルなのです。
やば。
It felt like he just shrugged a bit.
What do you want me to do, man?
That's what it looked like.
What do you want me to do? I don't like that he's backed off this fight. I wanted him to
If he
flex a
runs
little
to the
bit.
bomb and taps it, right? Maybe it draws them in for that. Nah, never mind.
He's saving USP, isn't he?
ね、ホテルに泊まんねえでね、友達の家に泊まろうぜもん。
He gave up any knowledge of the fight that he was going to step.
Whoa!
Oh, hot damn!
Now he said it's a quote, so I can say it. He said, and I quote, excuse me, please forgive me.
Yeah, go
he
on.
said, stop fucking baiting, you fucking bot.
Awkward, very awkward. It looks like they may have done enough here, Heroic, to build upon the trash talk. You can't trash talk and then lose.
The bomb. Oh, they're saving.
And so the knight comes through from heroic and the sass is converted
エさん
upon.
それと世の中いろんな人がいます。変態もたくさんいます。できればシャンプーとかも持参が望ましい。
なんだそれ、なんか怖いな。
いちごさん、この間就職面談会行ってきました。
ああ、どういう仕事つきたいとかあるんですか？どんな仕事行ってきたんですか？ わお。
Never mind, it's not what I thought I heard.
But now I understand. Now I understand, yeah. No way. They're both behind the smoke.
Cody's bluff.
Bluff. No, they jump through. Reposition.
おお。
A real opportunity for Dexter. Just narrowly.
俺もどんなとこ働きてんだろうな。なんなら俺がね、企業立てるか。
Really heartbroken. He looks very forlorn about that one, doesn't he?
Alex had some spice back over the wall.
I've got the mailbag up here. I'm cherry picking the best ones. Yeah, anything will do. We're trying to make this a new idea.
But it's kind of in your hands, everyone.
Yeah, it might not come back if we mess this one up.
Kickstand just has to nail this. The AK.
一緒会社作りましょう。
なんでお前とや。
Just don't mess it up, and he won't. Kickstand holds on, and even sends them off with a little wave.
お前金ねえやろ。
Why the wave?
A lot of waving
What's
this
the
game.
wave achieve? Wrinkle will be allowed to save the AWP.
Okay.
Okay.
What did he say?
He said fucking bots, man.
Not today,
Fucking
indeed. Looks
bot,
like
man.
we're in cruise control for Navi right now. 6-0, Mac.
エ
Quite a
さん、
tantalizing
破
scoreline.
産して真っ先に逃げますよ、こいつ。
こいつ無能やからな。
Henry. Ooh, doesn't blow that one. And will blow heads.
Oh, not like this.
He's winning
Oh, the
it.
nade.
ケンさん、逃げるわけない。
That's insane.
And the rest falling into place. It does come down to a 1v1. You've got to give exercise some props here.
Yeah.
This is a great shot.
So low.
Bang.
強。
6 points of health. Look at the energy. Look at the energy. That's land hall energy. That's straight out of any sort of land hall, any sort of church hall where the tables are out.
Big Kev. There's no way he's gonna be. He's not. He's. It doesn't.
Kevin Benjamin Bramer.
Doesn't sit.
What is that? I'm seeing some good chat names right now. Kekindar, bit of a classic one there. Potty instead of Potty, I guess. For if
と言っても起業するって言っても何の仕事がいいのかわからんし、
What was that move?
Yeah, there's like a
何が需要あるのかもわからんから
Moose
な。
is loose inside of the studio.
Hey,
was Fisher or Wreck?
Damn.
Probably Fisher.
A little spicy. At 7-6 on the half, I'd be like,
強。
keep it in your.
So bad.
I will say also, Esports World Cup, Anubis was the map in that best of one lower bracket, and they did lose.
Yes, and you're worried a little bit about the mental of complexity, right, at that point in time, so still a lot of Counter-Strike to be played. I think that's what MAT is doing, they're trying to get into their head, so
12-6. Where did all the rounds go? It's a 6-6 first
Ooh.
half.
Yep. That was a
強。
little boring, slow Counter-Strike in this one.
バカ強いんだけど。
Oh, it's so good. I actually feel like I'm in like a Philadelphia right now. I mean, it's just so threatening. That bomb plant, it is the main objective of a T-side pistol.
Yep.
It really is.
It's been nerfed somewhat since the loss bonus after planting is now 600 instead of 800, but still, you can make it work, and MAC shows exactly how it's done. Excellent.
He held it all for this moment. He was like, when I really know I've got it. When I really know. Oh, what was that? That was long range, not even mid-range.
Like
映画圏なら絵の仕事つきゃいいのに。
絵描ける？お前絵描けんの？誰絵描けんの？お、ナイフキル。
He just knifed the most decorated Counter-Strike player of all time.
Isn't that a mistake in and of itself?
You've
got to take risks.
That's a philosophical question there.
Because with risk comes reward.
iPhone 16 Pro 登場。au はダブルのお得。
転職って誰に相談したらいいの？
広告うぜえな。
転職すべきかどう？
Shallows feeling it. Triple kill on that round.
Apologies. Again, another mistake today.
No,
by
it's
Mac,
okay
mate.
because
It's all right.
Oh, I spoke over it. That was me.
We all did it.
めっちゃモニターちけえな。プロってさ、めっちゃモニターちけんだよな。
They're beating out his shots. And it is going to be Lake with the ace to put us through to double overtime. The depths of this young man just keep coming
モニターじゃねえ、キーボードまたてやん。
They waited till they got a kill from the push before committing to the bomb plant.
Just great play from Vitality, understanding the situation in which they're in.
Incredibly rough situation. When they started so strong.
This is going to be a tough CT side to review as well. You know, no matter what happens, it's like pistol round. They walked into B and outflanked us completely.
めっちゃ敵の声聞こえるじゃん。
3v3, Cello walks through the smoke.
Oh, he's had some good moments this game. Kind of the GOAT in a way. I suppose.
俺 A は全く書けねえよ。
Play kind of fast and loose. Bro, that's so good.
Yeah, that's crazy that wasn't traded.
逆に A ってどうやって書くんだよ。
That's so good. Can't believe he's just done that. Flames.
う強っ。
and there's
What?
Messi. This might be over. This might be done. As Skulls rotates in, he's had the last few rounds having to try and save, and he won't save the day. Apex roars to life.
I mean, you know, Henry, like the 4 days where you have got your glasses before you lose them again, you are hitting headies.
Yeah, it's a good point.
うわ、強っ。いや、強っ。
Maybe.
I should sort that out. We got a full eco here, boys. Bear in mind, Vitality looking for that clean 2-0.
待って、試合始まってんじゃねえかも。始まってない。
Want to smoke down towards long.
4 players that shall not pass, but somehow they make it work. USPs this time. It's a full save by Furia.
Hey, Serato's having a go at it. Yeah, hits the first shot, takes down Spinks. Yuri Molotov'd away. Guys, the time is getting a little awkward as Zywoo's still alive. Zywoo's still a problem. Down goes another. K Serato in mid, cleared out by Mezzi. Time is of the essence. You can't get past him. Just like that, shooting gallery for Mezzi.
強っ。
20 seconds. They are so far away.
けど絵描けるって結構いいよな。俺も絵描けんだったらサムネ変えるわ。
さん、ちゅうわけでおやすみなさい。
あ、お疲れさんです。また今度ね。また来週。
Snappy's face does say, "What the hell are you doing, lads?"
It looks towards some bias as well.
Yeah.
さよなら。
That stops the 4-round spree that Furio are on, and Norbert does that.
That is unbelievable.
And he even taunts them. All right, well, one more VP to keep Hugo's 13-11 scoreline alive.
Smiling ear to ear just before we got back into game. So I think that's, if anything, that's banter.
いちごさんに向いてそうな仕事ってなんか
I've never seen Electronica in this series. 向いてそうな仕事ってなんか掃除系とかいいと思うけど。 No, it's exciting.
Look at this. So the second kill, I think, is impressive and necessary. It's a different round without that. The third on to try.
This one. Oh, they're all
反応早っ。
Even this one. I mean, you know, if he wasn't in a position to kind of see him. Hey. Between round of 16 and the quarters, both teams in the playoffs. Oof.
I love that spot out of Vinny. Just playing the headshot line on trash.
Yeah, I like that he didn't play scared as well. Maybe his teammates communicated the... Oh. And misses the angle. Ready? And then he decided, you know what?
That's just angle gapping.
There's an AWP, is there? An AWP car? Not anymore.
強っ。
Yeah. They can convert. Admittedly, a lot of these rounds have been coming down to the nitty gritty. 2 1v1s in those
インペリアルかこれ。
That out of Lake. I love that out of Lake, but he is about to fire up a country, a whole region even.
Nah, he'll be fine. Don't go on social media, Steve.
Yeah.
He's not.
first you don't succeed, try and try.
わあ、まだ始まん。
Gain.
ん
On towards
広告か、これ。
the bricks, one towards the big box. A very standard post plant expectation. He isolates the first. Slag's now nervous with his AWP teammate, maybe telling him he's low. Molly on the box, going for the window peek. Slags is open, nails it on the orb. Series point, quarter-final point for M80.
Needs to be a one tap from Henny.
うわ、強え。
Yuri committing to that as well.
Still water, tap water. Yeah, down under.
It can be your accent. It doesn't have to be Australia, but if that makes it easier.
うわ、強っ。
Because Fallen is 2 kills off a
He can up
spray.
and rifle. You see that?
The
He's
goats.
back.
Oh,
Oh.
God. That'll work.
Like in your loadout?
I have it. I don't even know why.
Yeah.
The MP9 is just too strong.
ゲンさん、
Way too strong.
友達と一緒に起業しようかな。
If I don't have enough for an M4,
いいんじゃね？何立てんの？どういう仕事なの？
just unequip it.
セーブすんなよって。
Oh, Apex is not going to clear his corners.
But don't. Imagine if he still got that kill after talking shit.
うわ、強っ。
Exit frag for what?
Economy, mate.
Economy, mates.
Against Na'Vi going to overtime, but winning that as well as 2 games against Astralis over at Blast. Zywoo will clean house.
That's right.
無理やろ。
Feed him, please.
無理やろ。
Fed. And now he's going to be the hyper carry.
That's right. They were the first team at Cologne to beat Saw's nuke, which was crazy. First to figure it out and sent them home in the finals, right?
俺が起業するならなんだろうな。
Zywoo with no Kev. That's not good. Naf understandably just has to laugh. You just got one tap through the smoke into your head.
Yeah.
Doing these passive
理想的なパソコン系の パソコン関係っていうかパソコンの修理とか、まあ俺そういうのできないけど、そういうパソコン系のやつやりみたいな。
Oh, true. Actually, true. Save your USBs.
I guess that's maybe you got a force buy.
And Kevlar, yeah.
If you're the AWPer as well, you don't necessarily want to be purchasing up much more. I tell a lie, he's gone for Famas. And Zontic's not happy with that.
See, we had this discussion the other day about the whole FAMAS thing. It's like, why not just get an MP9 at that point? It was a great play to sneak through at the timing.
What?
That is
crazy.
not ideal. Like 3 walls. He was 1 HP, but like that's mad that killed Dong. He's gonna laugh it off.
Well done, Vinny.
ロシア語で Thank you って言ってんじゃん。スパシーバ。
Rotate away from A, and then instantly M80 exec onto it. So trying to use the flashbangs as like a tool for gathering info there and placing the stack. Oh man.
So maybe they wanted to reinforce that area to help
ゲンさん、
retake
この
instead
配信
of
なん
going
て
the
調べたら出てく
donut
る。
where they could get I don't know. I like the donut. I like having
この配信って何の配信？俺が見てるやつ？
How do we adjust to this? How can we shut
1
this
号
down? Triple
3
nades and it
て
works
か会
flawlessly.
場
You
が
get
小さい
slacks
く
out
せに
there.
12社
He's
だ
the
った
first
か
to
な仕
fall.
切った空間で周りがうる
Lake
さくて
also down
話
really
聞
low.
こえ
He
んかっ
goes
たわ
down
な
to just an M4 spray through the smoke as he's trying to
ゲン
proceed.
さん、そう
Great.
俺見てんの YouTube だよ。あ、これこれライブではねえよ。俺見てんのこれ。これおもろいけど、俺見てるさ、これおもろいけどね。どれが見たい？これライブね。これはライブ。で、これはビデオ。切り抜きみたいな動画、これは。
Simple just gets impatient, doesn't he? On that rotation out from heaven, rather than holding the sight line, he overpeaks. And that's where James just capitalizes on the kill. Very difficult.
これライブじゃないよ。ライブのおもろいところ切り抜いたのがさっき見てた動画。これはライブ。
ゲンさん、ライブのやつ。
ライブのやついいよ。
Damage with the pistols. Could have been so much more. With the force buy in mind, of course, VP can recover this economy damage if they just get away pretty clean. There are upgrades, of course, in those deagles still left for them, but not quite as supported by utility or not supported by Kevlar.
And I don't have a huge amount of
URL
faith
省
for
略
VP on this map after seeing what I saw against OG earlier on today.
何万人見てんだろ今。
Seeing how weak their Anubis
3万
has
5千
been
人
in
見てる
recent
な。
history. But if it is a good start for them on T side, there's going to be leverage on map number 2.
みんなも FPS やってもいいと思うけどね。
ありがとう。
お前も見んのこれ。お前見てもわからんやろ。
success in the pistol basis. They're doing some damage towards Fit and Fame, so maybe some trades could come out, maybe some damage could be done. The Pre can't hit the kill shots on Fit.
これ HP ね。これ HP、これ100とか9。
They're working down VP as much as possible, but they don't hit more killing blows. 1v3 for Simple now. Adjustments towards Norbert. Sent back towards camera as they try and just focus him down. Eventually he gets one decent shot on Fame, so it will be 3 more casualties to add to the expense.
うわ、反応いいね、君。
Now, when I actually scout VP in the last few months, you realize that they're playing hardly any online tournaments. It's just LAN after LAN. The one online tournament they did play was the Blast Showdown.
どうも左利きって俺無理なんだよな、これ。これ右利きと左利きに変えれるんですよね。設定で。俺は右。左は無理。
Anubis teams that we have in tier 2. So I'm now looking at this as an online format with a chance of playing the map again. We actually might see more success from on VP because of the atmosphere.
ゲンさん、これいつもイーさんがやってるやつよね。
俺がやってるやつってどういうこと？
いちごさん、おやすみなさい。
あ、そう、俺がいつもやってるやつ、そうだよ。俺がやってるゲームね。あ、おやすみなさい。お疲れさんです。あ、いちごさん、いっちーさんにまた。まあ、また機会があったらね、これ見に行くんで。最近全然見れてないけど。カウンターストライクっていうゲームやってます、俺は。カウンターストライク2か、正確には。カウンターストライク2ね。パソコンゲーム。スプラトゥーンは分からないけど、これって死んだら武器買わないといけないよ、このゲームは。ここにマネー書いてるよね。まあ、この人は450ドルって書いてるけど、こうやって死んだら、もう一回武器買わないといけないんですよ。頭痛い。頭痛が痛い。うわー、そっから車線見てんの偉いな。
Flint's even got a flash for the late round. This is so workable in the 2v2. Simple's going to be wary about coming out of CT on that engage against the AWP in B main.
The one worry for James is that he wonders if there's a backstab coming. They're moving onto the bomb site now. Flit not finding Snappy. The AWP is Simple moving up to watch off for Flit's position. Knows that he must be electric. Starts moving in for an AWP battle and lands it with an O-scope. Flit now to now peek up towards the defuse.
うおー、強い。さすがシンプル。で、このゲームの特徴が、このゲームの、まあ、スプラトゥーンやったことないからわかんないけど、スプラトゥーンと、まあ、違うところは、マネーシステムなんですよ、このゲーム。マネーシステムっていうことは、こうやってラウンドごとにお金が貯まってくんですよ。こうやって倒せばお金増えるし、こうやって倒せばね。で、負けて死んだら、こうやってもう一回武器買わないといけないわけよ。で、武器買わないといけないんだけど、毎回お金が貯まるわけではないの。こうやってお金全然ないわけないの。こうやってお金ないわけ。だからお金を貯めるこういうエコラウンドっていうのもあるんよ。マネー管理も大事。あとね、スプラトゥーンってスキルある。スキルゲーとかあるやんけ。例えばなんかこう。まあスキルあるよね。まああるゲームもあるんだけど、このゲームってスキルないわけよ。足が速くなるとか、回復するとか、ヒールとか、そういうスキル系がないわけ、このゲーム。全部フィジカルなんよ、基本的には。 だけど、こうやって投げ物、スモーク、こうやって火炎瓶とか、フラッシュとか使って、こう、スキルはないけど、投げ物をうまく使って、マップを攻めていく。逆にマップを守るゲーム。強い。
Line up, damage done, eventually done towards Madden. The bombs on site. USP is pulling in the kills against them. Electronic takes one more player with him. And might just sneak in the cash bonus with the
で、
for the rifle, though it's cost him his life.
スキルがないけど、だいたい役割ってあるのよ、このゲーム。役割。だいたい4つ。4つかな。1つが、エントリーフラッカーって言って、戦闘突っ切る、まあ、戦闘突っ切る人。戦闘突っ切る人を、エントリーフラッカーっていうわけ。エントリーしてフラグを起こすっていう意味だったかな。エントリーフラッカー。まあ要は一番前に立って敵を倒していくような役割がもう一つ役割が。で、エントリーフラッカーを後ろからサポートする人がサポートの役割。基本的にやることはエントリーフラッカーのカバープラス投げ物でカバーがサポートの役割で、もう一つがルーカーっていうのはまあむずいんだけど、例えば味方がルーカーの役割は味方が A 攻めるって言って A 攻めるわけよ。けどルーカーは A 行かないわけ。味方がこうやって A 行くってことは敵も A 寄るわけよ。味方 A 行って敵も A 寄るわけよ。ルーカーの役割はそうやって敵を A に寄った時に裏から回っていく役割。言い方悪いけど横取りとか、逆にルーカーが B にアクションをかけて B フェイク A をやるとか。ルーカーって基本的単独行動、まあ単独行動でやる人がけどあんまねルーカーあんまりいない気がするんだよな。でもう一つが俺がやってるのがアウパー。アウパーってこれスナイパー専門のことをアウパーってなんでアウパーって言うかと、アウプっていう武器の名前だから、スナイパーの武器がアウプっていうから、だからアウパーっていう。だから役割はエントリーフラッカー、サポート、あとルーカーで最後アウパー。俺がよくやってるのがアウパー、スナイパー専門で、スナイパー専門って言ってもこうやって毎回スナイパー変えるわけではないから、アサルトも使えないといけない。だからまあアサルトライフルも練習しながらスナイパーも使えないといけないから、スナイパーアウパーはあともう一個あったわ。大事なもんあったわ。もう一個役割あった。IGL ってある。これ多分ね FPS のゲームの中だったらね、何のゲームでもある。IGL っていうのは要は指揮官、作戦を立てる人。 IGL インゲームリーダー。強い。インゲームリーダーっていうのがねある。インゲームリーダーの役割は味方を動かす、作戦を作る人だから、まあ例えば IGL やるんだったら味方 A 行ってとか言って、味方 A アクションかけてそっから B 行こうとか、まあ要は作戦を立てる人だよね。IGL はまあ役割は5個ぐらいあるね。まあこのゲームはそんぐらいある。インゲームリーダー IGL 俺はできない。IGL はねセンスっていうかあれやね、ゲームをよく理解できてないときついと思う。 IGL はルーカーもそうだけど。 うやって投げ物使って、投げ物使ってこうやって戦うわけよ。まあ大まかに言えばこういうことよ、このゲームは。大まかに言えばね、そういうゲーム、これは。
We've seen the AWP from Simple not quite get many contacts in these last couple of rounds. Snappy spammed up in mid, down to half HP before he can even really give himself a
うわー、抜いた。
and there it is.
木抜きやがった。
Electronic catching him. Favoritism towards the T side as a result. Just that one pick. Falcons offering up very little else elsewhere. You've got a couple of prods, particularly towards the A bomb site where Fame's about to receive.
まあやればわかるよ、このゲーム。パソコン早く買いな。
序盤からよく分かってない笑い。
いや、お前パソコン買えばいいよ。パソコン買ったら教えてやるよ、このゲーム。やればおもろいよ、このゲーム。結局ね、結局エイムだから、このゲーム。早くパソコン買いな、お前。あー、これで B 開いちゃったね。
ゲンさん、ありがとうございますかってくれるんですね。
何言ってんのお前。
It's just how much guts they actually want to put towards it. Now that Magus has dropped, they'll know that the AWP is the last one left.
これセーブできるか、セーブ。はい、無理。俺もう3時になるんだけど。全然試合終わってねえけど寝たいんだけど。
Against Falcons, whether it's maybe a bit of a counter, an anti-prep, because it might be 4-4, but the bomb site does look quite weak, and VP just keep exploiting.
Falcons start to have money limits of their own here. SMGs for 3 players on the rebuy. Simple can still afford the AWP. Needs to be the supportive element of the B bomb site, the back site held by him. SMGs are close towards main and electric. VP happy to play this slow, and not too shocking that they are. Spread out, look for someone to overextend again.
Flit's gonna get burned out into the open. Needs to get some help from Norbert.
Pixels away from being damaged.
今度あれだな、メンバーに1ゲームやる期間決めるか。何曜日にやるか。What？ メンバーに1ゲームやるから日程決めようぜって聞いてみるか、今度。
Norbert struggles to get the close range man. Simple can support from that back line, eventually turn it into a single man advantage for Virtus Pro, and they are tagged up heavy on Flit and Fame, so that could be some options available for trades, and indeed, Magic's going to take one of them.
And that's unfortunate because Fame is already on fairly low HP trying to go in for that fight. Seems as if VP wanted to backtrack into mid, maybe A split. They're now going to double pump.
個人的に何曜日がいいんだろうな。
There's actually no one really on B to defend. Simple is on the backside. They're lucky that there's no Molly on the T side.
A flash and a HE is all they have available for Flit here. They walking their way up. Electronic scene, Simple, good shot. Second player still to face here. Flit's going to hold his nerve. Player close to Jay, making a ton of noise. No scope doesn't connect, and the AK will turn back. Madden's SMG still has Flit low HP. Running in against the bomb planter though. He's defenderless, and that's enough there with no time left on the clock. Falcons let it run all the way. Too slow for Virtus Pro.
Well, I disagree on that one, Jay. I think it's just been a couple of missed kills, isn't it? Remember back to James' missed AWP shot against the CT player. If Flit wins that fight,
今ジム外したよな、アンダーの敵を。
So I don't think it's an issue with them being slow or running the clock. They're just slightly missing out on these timings of making the kills work.
That's good. Falcons first tactical of the game. VP took none of them in the last map. Falcons took all 3 of
あ、
theirs.
寝るか。
Up in the lead.
ああ。
Still being tested. Both economies have been stressed.
これね、まだまだ続くわ。これね、予想だけど4時までかかるわ。寝よう。
ゲンさん、パソコン得意な人って誰ですっけ？黒さん。
あ、黒だね。俺より詳しいよ、黒は。けどこのゲームやるんだったら予算20万ぐらいかな。20万あればいいゲーム、このゲームできると思うわ。ああ。
ゲンさん、貯めます。
早く貯めろ、お前。パソコンってさ、ドスパラ？ゲーミング PC。コスパか。コスパ重視。いや、もうちょっといいやつ買った方がいいと思うけどな。27万高え。これとかいいな。おい、毎回飛ばすんじゃねえよ。俺はドスパラで買ってないけど。ライゼン9やね、俺買うなら。高え。俺、まあ、そんぐらいするか。クソすげえスペックだな。まあ20万ぐらいでいいと思うけどな。ああ、モニターも買わねえといけねえんだな。俺使ってるモニター売ってるかな？売ってないな。勉強。勉強。あ、俺これだ。今、俺もこんぐらいで買ったからな。俺使ってるモニターこれだね。8万ぐらいするよ。240Hz。うん、これや、俺使ってんの。
Out of A, so a lot of space is generated from VP.
Swing in for Madden, completely dry. Flip's gonna get that kill easy. Snappy will try trade back and holds on to 2 returns. He's low HP and giving Electronica a kill back towards mid. Meanwhile, isolates the A-bomb site defender of Simple, the Orb. After solo hold himself this time.
まあ俺モニター2個あるからあげてもいいけどな。
Presence, they are spread out, need to regroup and reconsider how they're gonna hit.
It's a very weird contact into Electric. First off, they've got a flash and they don't use it. And then secondly, there's
ゲン
just
さん、
separation
ごめん
between
眠すぎる
Snappy and
先
Madden.
落
They
ちま
don't
す。
peek us too to
うい
regain
お
space.
疲れさん。
Temple starts peeking in from
俺はもうちょっと見るわ。
First man forward, Norbert without the flash support. He had it on his pouch, but opted to let Fame just peek in. Bomb dropped for a moment. Simple knows it got recovered.
うお強っ。
Oh, what a quick shot from the man.
What
Two
the fuck?
kills for the goat. And 25
ゲンさん、
seconds left
モニ
for
ターく
Virtus
ださ
Pro
い。
Electronic specifically to recover a kill in from mid, but now 2 kills to find at the top.
やれたらな。
He will get Simple. I know that Snappy was back towards that B bomb site. 1 versus 1. Rotations haven't been found yet, but Electronic is wary. The plant is down to the back sites.
And this is now mind games on where each other are going to reposition to.
No noise given up.
おー、噛み合ったね。
Getting real easy, real quick. Falcons will get to minimum 6.
Simple has shown in these late round AWP sequences where he doesn't have a team
じゃあな。
in sight that he can deliver mass impact. That was a clean multi-frag. It wasn't easy at all. Quick scopes and quick kills.
それ当てんのかよ。
Initiate Falcons to get up to 6.
いや、この後よ。これ当てんのやばい。
Hitting the half limit VP. We're on the chance to get the 7-5. Falcons now going to attempt their go at it.
目が悪くなった。
ゲンさん、お疲れっす。また次の配信で。
うい、お疲れさん。
They have been stressed, but not perfect. Tech 9 for Norbert, SMG for Madden. The Falcons. Opening CT half advantage. VP can only do 6 apiece.
VP will be disappointed from the scoreline perspective that they haven't pressed for more, that they haven't been able to take a lead moving into the seconds. Falcons at least got a decent amount of rifles to back up that AWP, considering it was just a 1v1 situation in the end there. Now Virtus Pro haven't taken much of a contact early on. They are taking mid quite easily because, again, never much of a contact from house or the doors. The Simple in basically the same position as the AWP as he was in the last rounds.
あー、具合悪くなってきた。あー、もうこれ見たら寝るか。このラウンド見たら。
Two defenders on the site, including the man himself, Snappy. Utility hold out. The HE will land towards Electronic. Reveal him not all the way to Simple, though. Electronic hugs the right-hand wall, so harder cover, protected for the time being, forcing the fight on Simple. Just back doors, the damage done towards Snappy. Fame has got to get that returning kill. A 4 versus 4. Simple on our face.
タイミング悪いね。
For backup to arrive.
There's just nothing to work with on the retake at all. At least Simple's got a kill.
Flip found Norbert. AK on the stairs, giving Madden rotating to position. 3 players total up in the heavens.
さあ、リテイクやね。
Three coming in from mid.
おお
Trying to engage close range, seeing that gun barrel, but it's close enough for Simple to no scope his way to the win.
強いシンプル。シンプル強い。
And Falcons have the half at 7-5.
Now I don't know moving forward into this tournament, Jay, whether it's going to be Falcons winning games or Simple winning games.
お疲れさんでした。
Back-to-back rounds by himself.
また来週。
That retake in the 4v4, thinking there's absolutely no util. There's a single flash. They've got a lack of kits.